So we erected this one. You see this shed? It is purposely for the feeding of the animals. What do I mean by that? We created this apartment so that we have a machine that we use to cut these grasses into smaller into pieces. Yeah, so this is where we're going to mount the machine to cut the grasses. We chop them into smaller sizes so that it could be easily chewed by these animals. And after we've cut it and we dry it, we can store them here. So we're going to provide nets around it. We will net it around so that there will be enough air there. So when we store this feed, it will not get spoiled. So we'll cut the feed here and we store them in sacks also here. So we thought about that. And then after that, we thought about having a place of convenience for the workers. So this is our toilet. You see, that is our own designed toilet for these our workers. Yeah, so that is the toilet for you. You see the toilet? That is the toilet. And then this is the bathroom. That is our specially made bathroom. So around the bathroom there is a piece of land there. So we've planted bracharia grass. You see bracharia grass. So these that is the bracharia grass there, which the animals can be fed on. Okay. Apart from the bracharia grass, you see this piece of land. This piece of land. That is the little portion of land that we have for the workers to also plant something to eat. So as you can see, they've planted corn, they have some tomatoes, they have a bit of cassava, they have garden eggs. So they are doing their own thing also here. Our land is not big, so we've portioned it little by little so that everyone will get his share. All right. So that is how we started the farm. Now, after all these things were sorted, the housing for the for the workers, sorry, the pen for the animals, and everything, then we needed water. Where do we get water? Then we have a well also here. So that is our well. That is the well where we draw water for cooking, for everything, and then for the animals. Now, when you see here, you know, there is a piece of land here, though this area doesn't belong to us, but we thought it wise to clear there to make the place very neat, so we can plant or grow some other crops there. So we grow some other crops there for domestic use. Okay, all right. Now, you see this one. We created this. In our local dialect, we call it Adepa. We made this so that whenever we bring in feed, we put it here. You see, there is some also there. Put it there, make sure it dries, and then we bag it, or we put it in the sack. Now, and then the last structure that I want to show you is this house. You see this house? You come and see that the carpenter who did the roofing is the one talking. Yes, I did the roofing by force. You could see that. So that is it. This one is going to house animals that are ready to be sold. That means I will be buying some animals, bring them here, and then I'll be selling them so that I will get money to pay for my workers. I will get money to pay the workers. You get it? So that is it. You see, so this can take about 50 animals. They also have their pen where they will sleep, and then they will play here. They are ready to be sold animals, so we will bring them for the business. Now let's get inside the pen, and then I will show you something. You see, as I was saying, I don't have enough money, so I am unable to buy the Boer goats, the Kalahari Red, and then other fast-growing animals. But that doesn't stop me from starting my farm. So I hatched the plan. You see my animals, they are coming towards me. I hatched the plan. And the plan that I had was, I will have to get hybrids from the local West African dwarf and then the Sahelian goat. So these animals that you see, they are locals, but not precisely the short West African dwarf. You could see that they are a bit tall, you see. You could see that. So these are, let's say, the F1s of the Sahelian and the what do you call it, the West African dwarf. So you see, so I started with 30 of these F1s, and then two gentlemen, that is a Sahelian. Here they are. You could see them. You see, there they are. Those are the guys. All right. That is Stone. Stone is eating. You could see that. Yeah. So, and then we have that in there. So, having done this, I created this shed for them. This, you could see this one, this small shed there, where they can rest when the sun is too hot. Okay. Now, I also talked about how are we going to feed them. At first, I was thinking about feeding them with the feed hanging. But later on, I saw that all the feed were going waste. Therefore, we have to give them bowls. And I couldn't afford buying bowls, so I created bowls on my own. Now, that is a tie, a car use tie, you see. So I put one foot down there, I filled it with soil, and then I covered it with mortar. Now you see the one on top. We cut one face of the tie and we turn it in. So now you could see that we have a very nice bowl where these animals are eating from. You get it? So you could see that. We have one here. We have one also here. We have one that is water, and that is one there. You see? So we have these bowls, and there is one also there. You can see that is one, and then that is the other. All right. Now, apart from this, we needed electricity, but there is no electricity. The source of light, we have this, our main light here. In the night, this solar lantern does the work for us. Give us all the lights. that we need around the farm. In fact, I'm planning to get another one so that the place will be fully lighted in the night. Let's get into the this area. You could see that when the what do you call it? The playing ground was done. I put this net here. You see the net to prevent these animals to go under the house. Why? Because I still wanted to prevent them from contacting the ammonia from their urine and their toilet that will go under the pen. So I needed to seal this place. So you could see that now they are secured. They will not go out to feed on other people's property. You see, somebody have his farm here, cassava farm, there. So I don't want them to go there. They have mineral block. You see that white substance there? That is a mineral block. That white substance there? Yeah. It's a mineral block for these animals to feed on. Alright. Now let's get into why I opted for this raised house. Why I opted for this raised house. I opted for this raised house because of four main things. The four main reasons why I opted for the raised house. Somebody can decide to go for the ground house, which is very good. They are all good. But I opted for the raised house because of these four reasons. One, I learned from other farmers that the urine and then the toilet of these animals, when combined, generate ammonia, which is not healthy for these animals. When they inhale it, they try that is they cough a lot, which is not good for their respiratory system. So I decided to go for this. Two, you know, we are in the bush. Wild animals can come into their pen at any time. Look, we have a lot of bushes around us. Therefore, if this house is raised a bit, it will help these animals to be away from predators. Yeah, you want to come, yeah? Yeah, so that is it. So, no, she wants to come. That is it. Okay. Now, three. The third reason is that I wanted to at least hide myself away from theft. Now, when a thief comes around, before he jumps the net, come and unlock the main door here. At least those sleeping here will hear what is going on. So they wouldn't find it easy stealing these animals. That is the third reason. And then the fourth reason being that my workers are new to this farming. So in order to dodge a lot of risk, I'm raising this so that they will be able to manage the whole situation. These are the four main reasons why I went into it. So don't think that without this you can't. No, you can do it even with one animal somewhere. You see. So you can see these animals. We feed them very well. We will come to their feeding, what we use to feed them. But let's get into the pen and then I show you something. Oh. Now this is the pen of these animals. In fact, as I told you earlier on, I wasn't in. So the carpenter who did the work instead of dividing, giving the space to be 1 inch on the floor, he didn't do that. He did it in his own way. But I didn't begrudge them. So we are finding ways to patch these, what do you call it, holes. Apart from that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms here. 8 rooms. So you see, these are the rooms. But this room will be dedicated for the kids that will come to the farm. It will be given to the kids. We're going to seal around, making sure that the place is very warm, a bit warm for the incoming kids, so that they can manage the weather. Alright, so that is it. Alright, so in a nutshell, this is how I started my farm. Started my farm this 2025, and it's about a month now. Now the animals came, and it's about a month now. So look at them. When they came, they were very lean. They were all lean. But now you can see that they are doing well. It's all because we feed them well. We give them food very well. The veterinary officers come to check on them. In fact, when they came, the veterinary officers did 2 things, and we will talk about that later. But in a nutshell, this is how I started my farm. So this is Adepa Farm. Thank you for listening. Look at it. Just give us our comment, your comments, because we want to improve. We want to improve. We are sure that with your comments and your support, your advice, we can do better. Just look around, and if anything is not right, tell us under the comment section, and we will change. We want to learn, and we want to do it and do it better, because those we learned from, they are doing it very well. They are doing very well. So we also want to do it very well. This animal, whenever it sleeps, I feel like he is dead. Yeah, they are very good, giant ones, you see. So these are my guys. Look, they are doing very well. Look at them. Yes. So that is it. So this is Adepa Farm, a new farm on block. Thank you for listening, and we will meet again to discuss about how we feed our animal. Thank you.